education or each community, so that they can be watching over themselves. Those that are screened and found to be of good character, those ones can assist. Those one can assist to slow down the action of criminals getting access to attack houses. You know, we've been recording cases of people robbing houses. So if they can have, before they call in the security agencies, either the police, DSS or civil defense, to assist.
The senior special assistant to the FCT Minister on Security, Salihu Mohammed, says the Directorate of Road Traffic Services has been mandated to commence clampdown on unregistered commercial vehicles used for the crime of one chance. The meeting had in attendance Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 7, Commander Gas Brigade, and other security and senior officials of the FCT administration. Onoze Yakubu, NT News.
The officials of the Social Development Secretariat, in collaboration with the Abuja Environmental Protection Board, have evacuated more than 150 beggars from major streets of Abuja for allegedly constituting nuisance and disturbing the peace in the city center. FCT Security Department and the Senior Special Assistant to the FCT Minister on Monetary Inspection and Enforcement, Ifeanyi Ezumba, reports.
The evacuation of beggars, mainly women, children and old men, was carried out at the weekend. The Secretary FCT Social Development Secretariat, Hadiza Muhammad Kabir, who revealed that the FCTA is targeting to evacuate between 400 to 1,000 beggars from the city, said the FCT Minister of State had embarked on removing beggars from the streets and cleaning the environment.
The Minister had already instructed that by the time we finish packing them, we are going to camp them in some of our centers. Then there will be documentation, and we'll liaise with all their governors. The minister will liaise with all their governors, and they will be repatriated back to their states.
Similarly, the Senior Special Assistant to FCT Minister on Monitoring, Inspection and Enforcement, Ikaru Atta, noted that the beggars were evacuated from the streets and taken to a safe place.
During the holy month of Ramadan, where most of our brothers are really devoting themselves to the service of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we saw very excessive number of beggars from across the country flooding into the FCT. So we had to take them off the street, free sensitive areas where they gather in large number to actually beg for arms and subsequently disturb the people, and the complaint came in and we had to clear them.
Meanwhile, the FCT Minister of State, Ramatu Tijani Aliu, who sent a strong warning through the Secretary FCT Social Development Secretariat that the beggars should go off the street, also set them food and drinks for the breaking of Ramadan fast. In Abuja, Ifeanyi Ezumba, NT News.
More than 500 persons in Asokoro community have benefited from a free medical outreach organized by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, Asokoro, Abuja. Aisha Obali reports that aside this screening, glasses were given to those with eye issues.
The free medical outreach is coming to the people of Asokoro as part of the church initiative to impact their host community by rendering selfless services. Collection of vitals of beneficiaries, laboratory tests, as well as one-on-one session with doctors were part of the processes that the people had to go through.
We appreciate them for giving us the opportunity, because most of us have not actually gotten this opportunity to witness such and probably do something about our health.
The pastor of the church, Munaji Musa, revealed that it is aimed at addressing the health challenges of residents, particularly the less privileged in the society.
Many people are moving along with so many health challenges without the financial ability to go for a proper medical checkup.
The initiative the organizers maintained will be a continuous one. In Abuja, Aisha Ubali, NTA.
Total support and care for the orphans is one of the beautiful dispositions of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, which he enjoys on mankind, as Allah has warned against the oppression of the orphans. Guest lecturer at the Halal Children's Home Ramadan lecture, Ustaz Jamil Labaran, reminded Muslims of this religious obligation. Abdullahi Ajia reports.
In a heartwarming reminder of the Islamic perspective on the issue of orphans, Ustaz Jamil Lebaran, who speaks on the topic, stigmatization, plight of orphans, breaks the conscience of all on the negligence and ill treatment of orphans and its consequences. While alluding to the glorious Quran and teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the guest lecturer says Allah enjoins all to have compassion and kindness for the orphans, which he likened to a necessity, with commendation for halal children's role model.
Even if we don't talk about the virtues religiously, it is very important, and all religions, promote love and care for others. So why don't we, embark on this?
It behooves those whom God have endowed to spread that endowment to the less privileged.
President Halal Children's Home, Ramatu Abubakar, who reiterated members' commitment to this worthy cause, says society cannot look otherwise on this shared responsibility, especially with varying circumstances that keep increasing the number of orphans in the country. Hence, the need to give them a sense of belonging.
Take those children in, provide them with the education that they need, provide them with the love. There is nothing that love does not overcome. What trauma did they go through as children? Did they have anybody to love them and take care of them? We're starting this journey to build the future that Nigeria deserves.
Founded 8 years ago by some Muslim women with the intent to rehabilitate CA News.
Still on Ramadan, women have been linked
by Women for Women focus primarily on the need to project Islam as a force to reckon with in global affairs, highlighting responsible child upbringing through effective education, building a progressive society, good character, patience as priority areas which Muslim women must strive to attain.
In their education, it's not just what they learn in school, but what you teach them in the home is more important than what they learn in the school, because you have to improve on what was taught in the school. So the mothers need to be closer to the children. We can have a better society.
Home is good. It means the society will in turn the affairs of home.
These views were also shared by guest lecturer Aisha Adavuruku, who emphasized on the topic of
behavior. Anger is a feeling. Aggression is a behavior. You can be angry and calm and act calmly.
The fundamental role of women in Islam and the roles they play in keeping the society safe underscores the significance of the gathering. The lecture is a yearly practice in the month of Ramadan, organized by the Al-Habibiyya Islamic Society as part of sensitization and worship. Aisha Bashir, NTA News.
And by women of the association, followed by the lecture of the day, delivered by a legal practitioner, Nurain Dindin. The topic, which centered on challenges of Muslim unity in Nigeria, noted that unity is the key to peaceful coexistence among people with varying orientations, ideology, cultures, religions, and backgrounds. Hence, Islam as a religion requires its adherents to be united and be protectors of each other.
There's only one religion in Medina, in the Islam. So you don't talk of other religionists.
National Amira, Federation of Muslim Women Association of Nigeria, Hajia Rafia Idowu Sani, in her address, said the breaking of fast with one another brings peace within the association, as well as gives room for deliberation on issues that will move the association forward.
And during Ramadan, it is better you come together to eat and drink together, so as to be able to allow the less privileged.
Therefore, it should be understood that fasting in the month of Ramadan by Muslims is first and foremost an act of worship.
Some of the Amira representatives say,
our unity is more than any other thing.
It takes a lot to be part of this. Number one, it fosters unity.
The Federation of Muslim Women Association of Nigeria forced Ramadan and breaking of fast is first of its kind since the establishment of the association in 1985. Hawagimba, NTA News.
And on sports ministry issues marching orders to NFF on elections, Super Eagles, home-based Eagles and other, as Everton manager Frank Lampard has showered encomium on winger Alex Iwobi following his superlative display on the club's 1-0 win against Manchester United. Let's join Asabe Williams for more on Sports Brief.
Facts have emerged from last Monday's meeting between the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development and the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, that also had a representative from the presidency. The ministry had earlier queried the NFF over the failure of the Super Eagles to qualify for the 2022 World Cup finals in Qatar. The meeting gave the NFF the opportunity to provide some explanation after the minister spoke on the disappointment over the failure to qualify, insisting that it was regrettable and the Nigerians have a right to be disappointed and demand an overhaul of the Super Eagles. Meanwhile, following the 1-0 win against Manchester United at the Goodson Park on Saturday, Everton manager Frank Lampard commended Nigeria's Alex Iwobi for his effort in holding the team down and added that Iwobi is one who people can see he relies on and has a lot to offer. In basketball, Lakers will relieve Frank Vogel of his head coaching duties, according to Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN. Frank Vogel has coached his final game for the Lakers, a decision that is expected to be shared with him. With Sports Brief, Asibete Williams, NTA News.
That report concludes the English segment of the news tonight. Before we bring you the translations, do remember to take your COVID-19 vaccine and adhere strictly to safety protocols to keep safe. Thanks for watching. I am Frama Panye.
Kwa wei nwona na iwo abeda pepepe ishandaje zuma onewa gobagai atunu azawan ibo no bala nalala pulaba no akinzinde bai wanza bai che bai win oneze yakubu wangage minister akinzinde ya Mohammed Musa Bello wangage ye wekunu gban tami kwatmu awalan wala yeji azad nagmanya nsapa azagu zagui no akpaje mo baye na bage bashi aba awe entukotu no azawan yebo sapa nanu akinsinta antigana aza ngun aba batami ba lokuchi ba zinshwa kankanyun gaiza bedai wachige labe fwa tafan okonbe jin zakoi wakun abayoya no guma sapa no agmadawo zankochiyan fi no bakun gwamnati sapa bala obwadnado nsapa ababajiyan bedo na zagui bayinwa anya bayi ndutayi ya nchetu shitun mbanu kpela balo no zokoluko te bayiwo bekma yun nanu akinzindan bache batu jime chejeyin ifan azumba wagange jime chejetinu to bwasun lagman kakara no anya ye belechen ama ba jin agulo ba ze azaze mba filo njime nsa de agun ndu tayi gun atnia no jigba no aige asokoro baku majinbwa ntna tagba igbo no gbedogun ayesivian no ayikoge 7th day advantism no mba beche shokofeno no ayeyin yakwe na yo monachi Musa wagaga ba beweje no mba beche na baige babma ayansan zin tuntun aza mbato no akala bato na kala ilon agun no abaye baku buba fanwu ndeye no ajimbayin ye abo babwa wole lanu saisu aza